Issue 5 of Rook Exodus. If anybody's looked at my previous videos, I'm definitely struggling with this series. I've never had a bad word to say about the artwork. The artwork is phenomenal. It's like some of the best stuff I've seen. It's probably the best comic book art going around right now from like a latest series that's out there, like a monthly title. This issue is kind of like, it's pretty much the Rook character almost taking a it's like a big psychological shift for him. There's kind of symbolism, visions, and it's the whole issue is just like, I was reading a lot of it thinking like, what's going on here, and I was like, is this real or what, and then at the end it confirms that a lot of it was kind of all to do with the helmet and the grid, and how this technology is working. Like, but it essentially, like, there's some really nice. I get like what I did like was there's a lot of shots of the Rook character where you can see his face, because I think a big problem with this series is that like 95% of the time all the characters have these masks on, and like there's no room for kind of emotion. There's not enough kind of this interpersonal, I guess, banter, and I guess interpersonal is probably the right word, because the other book I'm reading at the moment, Transformers, has tons of this, and you kind of know the struggles of the different characters. Like, you can have your big, I think you can have your big story, like your big overarching like quest or hero's journey, but I do think you need all this little stuff. Like, they hinted at a kind of forbidden relationship between him and Direwolf, but like that was just like a little thing mentioned, I think, in the second issue. Like, they haven't come back to that at all, and like we're here again with this. Essentially, this looks all to be like a vision, and this wild boar is literally talking to him. At the time, I was like, once it started talking to him, I was like, right, there's something else going on here, because the characters all were led to believe in the story that the animals are just animals from Earth, kind of repurposed on this planet. Like, and to me, what didn't make sense was that was when the Rook released this wild boar character, it was very tame, and it just, all that didn't make sense. Like, and then now this creature is talking, so I was like, right, they're obviously the planet or the technology has done something to them. It's given them more kind of sentience, and they're more clever. But like, essentially, they're I don't know, like there's some cool visuals. It goes back, like, this is a really great scene here where it's kind of like I guess like a visionary thing where he's almost battling with the crows, because they don't or the Rooks, whatever you want to call them, they don't really do what he says a lot of the time. And here it's like he's back on Earth, they're all attacking him, like they tie him up. Like, that's beautiful silhouette there. And what's great is that you've got his face, and here he is, like, up on a cross, like a scarecrow in a field. And what happens here? Yeah, like, then the fire kind of brings him back to, right, he's trying to get out here, and the fire brings him back to where he is. Essentially, the forest is burning down, and these visions are kind of mixing in between it. Like, there's like a vision that tells him like his father had ran away from Earth, like he intentionally burned down their farm, and it's all this about like, you're running away from everything, this planet is dying, you're running away from that. Like, so it's almost trying to turn him from like a coward into a hero. Maybe that's probably the best way to put it. Like, and by the end of this issue, like, there's an amazing I just love this shot here. See this page turn where he's kind of trying to escape, and then he runs here, and you can see it's they've pulled all the way back, and there's nowhere for him to go. Like, there's just this massive cliff drop, and the fire is raging, and this is where it's like he actually says, look, I know my father didn't burn down the farm, and it's like he's tapping into his memories, what it looks like here, and he's like, he tried to save the farm, and this looks like him thinking back to the dad trying to get the animals out, save them and stuff like that. And then it's almost like his moment of where I'm gonna just take a leap of faith, like, and this is really cool here. This, at the time, I was a bit like, is this book going really crazy? But then, you know, at the end I realized it was just a vision to him, like. But he kind of sinks in. He realizes that not all the rooks are the same, and there's kind of a leader in the flock. And he's saying here, like, I can hear the leader. There is a leader, and then the leader's talking to him, saying, like, you know, fight or flight. You have it wrong. We are more than we are fight and flight. And then, you know, the boar is almost like his spirit animal in this vision, says, you know, fly with them. So, like, this is a cool series of images here where he jumps off. Great shot there. And then, like, all the birds kind of fly down. It's great storytelling. Like, you know, you can see him leaping off here. You can see the silhouette of the boar looking down. Great shot of the boar looking there. And then the crows all try and follow him. So he's saying, I choose both, you know, to fight and fly. And this is kind of cool. Like, they all start pecking and at his. It's almost like they are letting his inner kind of being come out, like, and they're pecking at the mask and pulling everything apart. And then, like, it's almost like he transforms into a rook himself. And then you're kind of thrown back here out of the vision. And he tries to talk to the boar, you know, like, the boar is not talking back now. And it rains. It's like the rain saves him. And it's nice, I have to say. It's really nice, well done, really nice storytelling. Like, a lot of kind of cool symbolism. See the rook here landing on his on the boar's head. And it's like this connection established. Like, I don't know if I like that in the book. There's constantly like this connection thing popping up and down, like. And he's now saying, I hear the flock leader, I hear them all. Another great shot there. And he says, I'll sacrifice everything to save the animals on this planet, just like you did, Dad. Like, so, yeah, nice, kind of bringing a lot of things together. Still a lot wrong with this book, and I'm trying to be kind to it a little bit, and trying to understand some of the storytelling stuff in it. But I read it, this issue, and came back to it and looked at it again. I almost liked it the second time. But look, we'll see where it goes. Like, still not sold. Still not sold on this one.